talk about the individual play of Keela Dixon. I thought she was outstanding in the first half, and then defensively in the second half on Dominique. Her ability to kind of shut her down, but you guys kind of built that lead up.
Yeah, she's been great. I mean, she gives us a whole other dimension in terms of attacking the basket, and that was huge for us. She plays very well outside of a play, so like a set, so if something breaks down a little bit, she has that knack of finding the basket, and she makes all the right decisions. She doesn't necessarily have to take the shot every time, but she finds her plays, which is huge.
I don't know if you know, the score was actually reciprocal from last year, 69-52. What was the biggest difference this year from last year?
I think we played discipline on defense, minus some of the fouls we had early. I thought we took away. We know that they attack the basket better than any team I've seen. I mean, those two girls they're very quick. So we tried to pack it in a little bit, and I thought our kids did a good job with that. I think offensively we played much smarter than we have in the past. Last year they pressed like they did this year, but it threw us into this crazy state getting up and down, and it really took us away from what we're good at. And I thought this year we were patient enough in the offense.
That spurt there from Russell in the opening minutes there, scored 7 straight points, put you guys ahead. How much, obviously it's Christ the King, it's not the Christ the King in the past, but I guess maybe there's still a little bit of that mystique to it, and just getting out to a good start like that, what does that do for the team?
That's huge, and we talked about that. We thought it would be like the first 2-3 minutes of the game, just because we wanted to throw the first punch, and last year it was vice versa on that. They came at us, and we didn't have much to go back at. So we told them it would be the first couple minutes of the game, and if we could, set the tempo, our own tempo, and not get into their crazy game, then we would have a pretty good chance.
Coach, can you just talk, obviously everyone knows the Hurley sisters and Ashley and Molly. Can you just talk about the contributions of Erin and Maura and the whole team, and obviously what kind of dimension that gives your team moving forward as the season goes on?
We're lucky as a staff, and now everybody we put on the court is going to make a contribution. And they've been in these positions before. They've had a lot of experience in big games, so I think that's really helped them. But Erin and Maura come off. They're knockdown three-point shooters, but they did a really nice job just settling the offense, taking the right shots, finding the open players. So that's very important to us, especially with us being in foul trouble.
Sure.
I know Molly's so integral to what you guys do, and she had some foul trouble there, but it seemed like you guys were able to, when you went to a sort of smaller lineup, it was able to increase the ball movement, really break their pressure better, and really improve the overall movement on offense. Did you see that too?
Yeah, it's funny. We went into the game thinking, we were the taller team, and so our whole plan was to pound it inside. And I didn't think we did that well initially. We were keeping it outside, bombing up some threes, not attacking as much as we wanted to. And then we started to do that a little bit more. And I think you're right, like the speed of that, the pace of that, our athletic ability with some of the smaller kids, we're able to get that done better.
Talk about Russell's versatility for you in the first half. She's getting to hoop. In the second half, she gets 3 30-pointers for you guys.
Ashley does it all for us. She really does. She's what makes us tick. She's very smart. She can run our offense, and she understands the tempo of the game, when to settle things, when to push things. But she also can step up. And I think this year, less than in the past, she's more involved in our offense, and we're trying to have it be that way, and we probably should have in the past a little bit more. She used to score all her points off offensive rebounds, and now she's scoring a lot more out of our sets and what we're looking to do. That's good.